Good morning, battling Baylor. Start your day the Baylor Babble way. I'm Armani here with my broadcast partner, Cameron. Don is here with your Baylor sports update, and Jasper has your weather forecast. Today is Wednesday, February 27th, and here's what's making news. Making news on this day, 1980, I Will Survive won its first and last Grammy ever awarded for Best Disco Recording. After watching it utterly dominate the musical landscape of the late 1970s, the National Academy of Recording Arts and Science gave disco their stamp of approval, deciding to give a Grammy Award for Best Disco Recording just as the musical style was about to die. For more on this story, visit history.com.
Making news around the world. A wildfire broke out in Saddleworth Moor near Marsden, England, yesterday, which was the hottest winter day on the record in the UK. The fire scattered throughout the night and day. By Wednesday morning, the fire was out. For more on this story, visit CNN.com. Making news around the country. On February 25, 2019, in Pennsylvania, a 45-year-old woman and her 19-year-old daughter are accused of killing their relatives. The mother claimed that her sister choked one of the kids to death before the daughter choked the woman's sister. The mother also claimed that they were talking about suicide anyways. Both of the women have been charged with 5 counts of homicide. For more on this story, visit CNN.com. Now here's Don with the Baylor Babble Sports Update.
I'm Don with your Baylor Sports Update. We are back in action tonight after beating Pontiac Arts and Technology on Monday night. We face off against Pontiac Academy of Excellence. In the other matchup, Glendale faces Luther Northwest. The winners of tonight's game score off on Friday. The winners move on to regional. The Detroit Red Wings looked more like the dead things last night. The Wings were blasted by the Montreal Canadiens 8-1. Anthony Mantha scored the Wings' only goal, his 16th of the season. The Wings travel to Arizona to take on the Coyotes on Saturday. Puck drops at 8. Finally, spring training is underway. The Tigers looked great yesterday. They hammered the New York Mets 14-4. Matt Boyd started for the Tigers and picked up the win. The Tigers play the Yankees today in Lakeland, Florida. That's all for your Baylor Sports Update. Back to you, Armani.
Thanks, Don. Making news around the state. LaWanda Alford pled guilty to animal abuse for the killing of her former boyfriend's pets. By the time her attack on the animals was done, the Detroit woman had cut 6 of her geckos in half and stabbed the man's pit bull to death. LaWanda had received 3 years of probation. For more on this story, visit DetroitNews.com. Now here's Jasper with your Baylor Babble forecast.
I'm Jasper with your Baylor Babble forecast. Across the country, you see we have some light rain over on the west coast. Up in the Rockies, we have some pretty heavy snow. Down in the south, we have some heavy rain. And in the Midwest, over to the east coast, we have some snow. Today's outlook. Right now it is 20 degrees with some light snow. Noon will be up to 25 degrees with the snow still kicking. 4 p.m. will be up to 26 degrees, mostly cloudy. And 8 p.m. will be down to 25 degrees with clouds overnight. 3-day forecast. Thursday we have a high of 31, mostly cloudy. Friday a high of 37, partly cloudy. And Saturday a high of 35 with a little bit of snow. Today's weather word is swollicking, an old Southeast English word meaning sultry or humid, a possible indicator that a thunderstorm is nigh. That's all for your Baylor Babble forecast. Back to you, Cameron.
Thanks, Jasper. Now it's time for the word of the day. Today's word of the day is cosmetic, which means relating to beauty. The second student debate is today during 5th hour. Today's topic is what educational trend has been more damaging to the African American experience: the perpetual mid-education of African Americans or a disproportionate use of self-handicapping academic behaviors by African American students. The debate will be hosted by Mr. Bates' intro African American history class.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Baylors. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bath City Beats. Subscribers get notifications when we go live each day. Leave us a comment, a like, and tell your friends and teachers to watch us too. Follow us on Twitter at Baylor Babble. Teachers, email us your announcements at BaylorBabble@gmail.com to have your announcements read on the show. See you next time on Baylor Babble.